Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Too many men are content with being non-select. And I gotta speak on this. Because a couple people on my private site brought it up, and I've been seeing this just in this whole, hoo-ha over select and non-select. And you got too many guys out here really trying to embrace being non-select. I've even seen it in my comments. They say, yeah, I'm non-select. It's like, okay, but let me make something clear. And this even stems from my book, Nice Guys and Players. I was just doing another episode of the Nice Guys and Players study guide for Rom TV. And you can get to Rom TV. There's a link in the description box. And I was on the chapter where I was talking about the categories of men. Understand, it was never like, if you realize you non-select, the whole purpose is to become select. That's the whole purpose of it, or balance, or whatever you need. That's the whole point of Nice Guys and Players, for a nice guy to develop more of that edge and a player to develop more of those virtues, whatever it takes to get the relationship you want. Because really, and this is something more for my my deep thought channel, if somebody have trouble in a relationship, I can break it down. It's like one or two things every single time. One or two things. But I'll do that on there. In fact, I've done a paid video on that. And check out my on-demand stuff. But what I'm seeing though, it's like a lot of guys, or they even trying to compete with the select dudes. Yeah, like, I'm really select. Or this is better, which is some bullshit. It's like saying, like that whole that whole select non-select thing. That's just one way of categorizing it. Like I said before in the video, you can say alpha, beta, or whatever the case. If you embracing non-select, you embracing second place, or worse, really. Who the fuck embraces second place? Like, oh yeah, this is good enough. If you had a coach in any sport who embraced second place, they get fired. Even if you beat out other people, they like, hey, you didn't win that championship. They get fired if they embrace it. Now, if they say, all right, I got second place this year, but I'm going to get first place next year, I'm going to work harder. All right, then they get a contract extension. And in life, who the fuck is going to embrace being like seen as less than? Because there's always have to explain the whole select non-select thing, or if you want to use alpha, beta, big dog on the yard, whatever. That's about which men are getting the sex, which men are getting treated favorably, and which ones aren't. Who the hell would embrace being treated unfavorably by women, especially attractive women? And let me go off on a tangent real quick. Because you get some guys on here, particularly they identify as non-select, and they'll try to act like that being select or being a man who wants to get women is something wrong with them. They a simp or something. Man, that's the most twisted ass logic I ever think. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if a person really thought that, they wouldn't be on any of these channels. At a time, every time I meet somebody in the real world, not even online, that some man say, well, I don't care about these women, I don't care. Then he married 6 months later to less than desirable woman at that. I'm like, please, you're gonna be on here and stuff, at least realize the purpose of this channel. If you ain't about relationships or something, you need to check out my business channel, my deep thought channel. Or just don't check me out at all. Can't stand when people are hypocritical or like trying to fake. Come on now. But getting back to the point, who the fuck is gonna embrace that? Look, here's something, and I've said this before, and I need to make that clear now. You only got a tiny percentage of the population who's going to be born with both the genetics and the personality traits that will cause them to be sexually desirable to women. And being generous, I'm gonna say 10%. 10% of the select they just gonna have it like that. You see that from the time they're in, like, before they can walk. Those are the type of little boys you gotta be careful which babysitters you have around them. Seriously. But other than that, the other 90% had to work their way there. Every single man has been select. Well, not every single, but like I said, 90%, most of them. And just to be clear, because I know some people think I pull shit out of my head sometimes. Understand something, as I've said before, and apparently I need to keep saying this. I'm like formally trained in like research. Got letters after my name. And actually I've interviewed like select men since before I was started using the term select, before I picked up that term. To me they were just the players. And I've been interviewing them. I got notes at home like interviewing men on different things. And then interviewing people, surveys and everything. In fact, I might be giving out another survey soon, particularly players. And I'm going to say almost all of them. There's always an exception. That's why I say that 10% might be generous. But the overwhelming majority of them, they could tell me when they were non-select. And they'll say, yeah. And what they'll say is, yeah, I was non-select, but then this older woman turned me out. Or, I was non-select, but then realized I was really select. Anything like that. Everybody got to work for it. But see, it saddens me when I see some guys out here, they hear it, and instead of using it as a diagnostic tool to say, okay, this is where you are, they embrace it. Or they try to act like, well, the women don't really want the select, even though the women they run it over the non-select guys, putting their high heels all up in their face to get to the select guys. And the guys are seeing this. They know when they go to a social event, the women ain't gravitating towards them, but then they trying to change it up instead of saying, okay, what these select guys doing? Because honestly, really, and brother, cousin Tito, he did something. He did a video. I'm going to link that in the description box, called The Math of Mating Part 2. He broke out some statistics about how many men, particularly in the black community, are considered select. And it was a very good sampling size, very thorough research. And the number he came to is about, I think, 1.3 million, out of, 14 million native-born black men. That's only a caveat with that thing. It was focused on native-born, but, it was a census. It was based off of census numbers. Now, because that's roughly 10% of the black male population, particularly in the black community. It's the same in other communities too. Maybe a little bit larger in other communities, but still the same principle. That means there's room for growth. And cousin Tito also used that term pre-select. I might use the term semi-select. That means there's a whole bunch of guys out there with some tweaking. Shit, they can become solidly select. And often that tweaking is often superficial. See, that's what killed me. Some dudes embracing it. It's like, well, dude, you can lose some weight. Like, there's a brother I follow on Instagram, and he's actually been interviewed by O'Shea one time, a brother named Jay. And I think it's SPK Fitness on Instagram. I gotta check. But that dude, and he'll tell you a story. He documented his journey. That dude started out at 434 pounds. Now he's 234, man. That dude looking like shit. He looked like he could fight a Marvel character, be in Marvel, the Cinematic Universe Phase 4. Shit. If Tony Stark didn't take out Thanos, he looked like he could have. I can see that shit. Me and him walking past each other on the street. He said, hey, Uncle Ron, where you going? I'm getting some buffalo wings. What you doing? Oh, I'm about to take out Thanos. All right, man. Don't hurt him too bad. Seriously, this dude cut up. So, when I see that, and I've seen witness many men's transformations. I've witnessed dudes who were stick figures start popping out some veins on them, man. And then and that's just one. That's the hardest transformation is physical. Sometimes it's just an attitude, man. Just change your attitude. Sometimes dudes just change their attitude. And then, the style thing, get back and learn how to dress. Shit. Go holler at Kevin Samuels. He'll tell you how to dress. Like, you could just change the style. In fact, I was in, even though I've always publicly said I don't judge a man's face, because I don't know how a woman will see it, I can judge good grooming and stuff. Like, don't go with all of this. For reasons I don't feel like getting into, I purposely go through these streets looking rough. But then if you want to see me groomed, just check out my IG. But a lot of guys just need just to groom themselves. It's not really hard. Change their attitude and then everything else will change with it. Shit. Get a lot of cats. I see them. I was like, man, just trim up that beard. Or, you know, like I've had several men in my comments say, shoot, just hit that barber. Man, barbers are responsible for more babies being born than Barry White. Shoot, anybody could do it, but see, it's a problem when people embrace it. You don't have to embrace. Why embrace it? You know, is that what you want? Pity pussy? Because here's the problem with embracing it. Women by nature embrace a winner. Seriously, women by nature, that's their nature. I don't care what planet you're on, they embrace a winner. And that, a holistic winner, not just somebody who's making some money. Because somebody making money don't necessarily make them a winner. You got guys out here making money and they still having trouble getting pussy. Or they like timid outside of their work or whatever. Nah, but they embrace the dude. They embrace the dude who's just going to win in life. Period. That's the one they want. And that's in the context, because I know somebody going to be like, Pookie and Ray Ray. I told you, you messing with those low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit probably see them as the epitome of something. But overall, women looking for that guy with that winning attitude. That guy who ain't going to be like, woe is me. And even with Pookie and Ray Ray, they ain't sitting around talking about some woe is me. At the very least, even if they still non-select, motherfuckers still holler at somebody. They still ain't afraid to approach. Even if the woman going to like reject them, they just go to the next one. But seriously, too many guys they just got that attitude, and just like, dude, how you expect to get through life? Nobody give a fuck about you. Because I'm gonna tell you what, here's something, and it's funny in this space, guys don't understand this one thing. The world don't give a fuck if you ain't making it. It don't give a fuck. If a woman fucking up, shoot, everybody come to her aid. Just like with that, what was that woman's name? Amber Geiger. And she got convicted of murder, and she had 3 black people hugging her and shit. I'm like, shit, that was a man, please. They're trying to stab him up in there. And I know some people hit the racial element with it, but that's just how it is with women. But see, men, nobody has any sympathy if a man ain't doing well. Nobody. Other men don't. No, I take that back. The only other man that might have some trouble is a man going through the same thing. And even then, somebody gonna be like, you know what, get that shit together, man. You a man. So sitting up there crying and saying, yeah, I'm non-select, and trying to change it up, or trying to like make it into something good, or like, oh yeah, we better than, man, please. Because everybody can see what the fuck you are, no matter what you saying. So if you perceive yourself that way, or you see yourself that way, what the woman gonna do? Shit, that's gonna dry her shit up. And like I said, don't act like you don't want the women, because you wouldn't be in the space otherwise. But you could have took that. Anyway, I'm gonna get somebody in an accident. Y'all see I be talking trash to people about how they drive. But yeah, it's don't embrace that shit, man. Don't embrace that shit. If you're gonna roll with me, we rolling to win. Not to have pity parties and shit, man. Because I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Just came out of the gym and stuff. Probably got carpal tunnel in my arm, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm still lifting. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got for now. I gotta go in here and get my sandwiches. Yeah. Hey, for those who follow me on IG, I'm gonna take pictures of oh man, they sold one of the great pumpkins. Damn, they had 2 great pumpkins out here. Damn. All right, I guess I ain't gonna do that one now. Now I'm gonna take one and put it on my IG. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.